I told you this was coming. I did. You can't look it up because I deleted it, but it's back there in the repressed part of your memory. This is cyclical. It happens to all young teen crazes. For my age group, it was with the New Kids on the Block. The way it works is like this. First, something gets popular with, 12 or 13-year-olds. The second thing that happens is that they grow out of it when they grow up. You know, growing out of things is part of growing up, by definition. And then they make fun of it as a part of the process of growing out of it. Because they're still growing out of things, they're still a little bit immature, so things become gay and stupid. Then the next batch of 12 to 13-year-olds hears the 17 to 18-year-olds making fun of it and mimics them, thereby robbing the thing of the audience it needs to regenerate. So it's one thing to suggest that, people grow out of things and that's fine. As people grow out of it, the younger generation comes into it. That's how something like Walt Disney works, right? Like a Disney film like Cinderella, right? Generations of children have watched Cinderella and enjoyed it, right? But it's because, when people grow out of Cinderella, they don't call it gay and make fun of it and violently reject it. I think it's partly because they don't get into it as hard. They don't fall for it so strongly. But you need to have that process occur in order to have the regeneration. But when you get people violently rejecting their youth like this, or they're 17-year-olds are still in their youth phase. I think everybody can agree. But when you get people, violently rejecting their childhood, as they go through their, teen puberty phase, you don't get that regeneration, right? I said it happened with the New Kids. It happened with the Ninja Turtles. Happened with Nintendo, with the NES. I don't know what else has happened to. I don't really. I don't pay too much attention to what 17-year-olds are listening to, what we're doing. But it is cyclical and it does happen, right? So what is PewDiePie? Is PewDiePie the voice of his generation, or is he the new kids? He's the new kids for the millennials, right? Um, and then that pushes down to the younger group, right? And then the thing dies. It loses its ability to be a fad, and then 20 years later, it'll become retro. So, around the year 2030, you'll get a PewDiePie movie. And all the old people will look back at their youth in nostalgia as they move into middle age, right? This video, which features children, 8-year-olds or so, throwing pejoratives that PewDiePie is stage 5 of the process. And PewDiePie is a dead man walking. Um, your destruction is imminent. Deal with it.